At the very heart of modern healthcare lies something you might not think about much, but it is absolutely crucial: clinical documentation. It's the story of our health, and for decades, the way we've told that story has been under some serious strain. Today, we're going to dig into how technology is fundamentally rewriting that process, transforming everything from patient care to the efficiency of the entire system. All right, so here's our roadmap. We'll start with why documentation is the cornerstone in the first place. Then, we'll look at why the old paper-based system was under so much pressure. We'll explore the digital intervention that changed the game, and we'll break down the anatomy of a modern electronic health record, or EHR. From there, we'll see its direct impact on patient care, and finally, take a look at what the future holds for our health records. So, first things first. We really need to get why clinical documentation is seen as the absolute foundation of patient care, because it's so much more than just jotting down notes. At its core, clinical documentation is the complete, moment-by-moment story of a patient's journey. It's the single source of truth for their medical history, the treatments they've received, and how they're progressing. Without this clear, accurate record, continuity of care would be, well, pretty much impossible. The thing is, this documentation serves four really distinct, really vital purposes. First, and this is the most obvious one, it's there to ensure accurate patient care. Second, it's a legal and regulatory must-have, making sure facilities comply with standards like HIPAA. Third, it's the foundation for all billing and reimbursement. And finally, all this data, when you put it all together, becomes this incredibly valuable resource for medical research. But for a long, long time, the system for creating and managing these critical records was, frankly, deeply flawed. Let's explore why this created such a huge problem for the entire healthcare industry. And that leads us to a really fundamental question. When you're relying on old-school manual methods, just how reliable are these records? The answer? It might actually surprise you. Okay, now check this out. A 2023 study in BMJ Health and Care Informatics found that only about half, 51.1% of healthcare professionals studied showed good documentation practices. That means nearly half, 48.9%, had inadequate records. I mean, a system with a near 50% inadequacy rate is a system under some serious strain. And this slide just lays it out perfectly. The old way? Riddled with error-prone manual entry and super inefficient workflows. Nothing was integrated, so information was trapped in silos. This led to that huge risk of incomplete records we just saw. Modern systems, on the other hand, are all about streamlined workflows, decision support, and central data access to fix those exact problems. So this all sets the stage for the big solution, the digital intervention. The huge shift away from paper and clunky old software to modern, structured electronic health records. And the evidence for this shift? It's really compelling. The single most crucial finding from that same BMJ study was that digital systems just work better. They demonstrably improve the quality of patient records. This isn't just a theory, you can actually measure it. And how measurable are we talking? Well, professionals using electronic systems were more than twice as likely to maintain proper documentation. A twofold improvement isn't just a little step up, it's a massive leap forward. Okay, so if electronic systems are the answer, what exactly makes them so effective? Let's take a look under the hood at the anatomy of a modern EHR to see what's driving these improvements. We have to start with the most foundational principle: interoperability. Now, that's a bit of a mouthful, but what it really means is that different systems can talk to each other and share data seamlessly. So your primary care doctor, your specialist, and the emergency room can all see the exact same complete picture of your health. It completely breaks down those dangerous information silos. Next up, features that reduce the administrative burden. And voice recognition is a perfect example. This isn't just about speed, it's about lowering the cognitive load on doctors, letting them capture detailed thoughts in real time. It means better notes, and more importantly, it gives them back time to actually spend with their patients. This feature is all about data integrity. By directly linking a doctor's clinical notes to the right billing codes, the system makes sure everything is consistent. This cuts down on errors, speeds up billing, and creates the clean, structured data that's absolutely essential for large-scale medical research. And then there's mobile accessibility, which basically decentralizes patient care. It untethers the clinician from a desktop computer, which means they can access critical information right at the bedside during a consultation or in an emergency from literally anywhere. Now, this might be the most powerful principle of all, augmenting a doctor's own judgment. Clinical decision support basically acts like a smart co-pilot. It scans patient data in real time and flags things like potential drug interactions or allergies. It's a proactive safety net that builds best practices right into the workflow. So we've seen how these systems are designed, but let's put it all together. Let's look at the cumulative effect and see how all this technology translates directly into better outcomes for patients. And this shows the benefit chain perfectly. It's a clear cause and effect sequence. You start with automated tools, which lead to improved accuracy and efficiency, which gives clinicians better information to make smarter clinical decisions, which ultimately results in what matters most, better patient outcomes. And for the healthcare organization as a whole, the benefits are huge and clear. We're talking about a measurable drop in medical errors, a big boost in provider efficiency, stronger regulatory compliance, and way faster, more accurate billing. It addresses every single one of those core purposes we talked about at the beginning. But this whole digital transformation, it's not the end of the story. So for our final section, let's look ahead and see where this evolution of health data is actually taking us. We've moved from an era of static, isolated paper files to one of dynamic, interconnected streams of data. Clinical documentation is no longer just a passive record of what already happened, it's becoming an active, intelligent tool that helps shape what happens next. And that leaves us with a critical, forward-looking question. As our health records become fully digitized, totally portable, and interconnected, who should ultimately control that incredibly personal data? The patient? The provider? The system itself? That's the conversation we're all going to be having very, very soon. Thanks for joining me.